All right, man. Cheers. There we go.
Who were you fucking last night? Like, that's how it was. Like, so in her mind, it wasn't even about the gambling. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't even about the gambling.
I was hella insecure.
Really? Cave in? No.
Oh, yeah, because we're always going to allow you to be the man, definitely in public and in private, but we're going to have these conversations in private. It's not for anybody else to know.
There's always a way to test somebody if you want to find out who they really are.
You are now listening to the Men Don't Know podcast.
Guys, welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I am the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a married guy, a single guy, and a guy in a relationship. And we ask women a bunch of questions that men want answer to over wine and cocktails. Coy, how we doing, man? 30 minutes for Thursday. We back at it.
What's going on?
Back in the business. How's everything?
California's reopened, right?
Hey, we getting there, baby. Hey, we getting there. Hey, we about to do it. Absolutely. But first and foremost, I want to thank all you guys for listening. Everybody that's been championing this podcast along. Whether you're downloading the app that is now free and available on all app stores, or you're streaming it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or if you're just on the site at mendontknow.com, listen to it. I can't thank y'all enough, and I can't thank y'all for championing this podcast on. As well as you know, merch is headed out all week long. Do not worry, you are getting it. I've been at the post office with my mask on, like Future, no, Future says mask off, so not like Future, so mask on. But it will get to, it will be there. I can't thank y'all enough. All right, Coy, let's get to the business, man. Let me ask you this, Coy. Let me ask you this, and I want to ask you first, so that way you can give me, at least something. Topic of today is, what the hell do men want? What do we want in a woman? Let me ask you this: what do you want?
Tits, ass, beautiful hair.
Come on.
No,
Pretty good.
No, really. What do you want? What is like top five?
At our ripe age, ripe.
Yeah, ripe. Yeah, I like that word.
Yeah, I think you look more for loyalty, honesty, trust. I think it's typical. What a guy wants is the same thing as what girls want, and just what you're willing to admit that you want. What will you accept? What's good for you? What's not good for you?
Okay, let me ask you this then. I guess in a relationship, there's always compromise.
There has to be compromise.
Okay.
I wouldn't know anything about it. I just know about it.
Yeah. Nah. I mean, looking at our friends, and I guess you watching me hop in and out of relationships and whatnot. I mean, you could say there's been no compromise on my part to a certain extent. I'm okay, Coy. You could admit it. Yeah. I'm okay. You could admit it. I mean, for me, like I think I need trust and understanding.
Understanding for sure. In your line of field, there's got to be understanding.
Yeah.
You can't be taking pictures of naked girls.
Trust that I'm loyal to you, and I'm not going to do anything that's going to
business is business.
That's going to make you look, anything other than my girlfriend that's happy,
right?
But understanding enough to that business is business. This is business. This is my career. This is my dream. This is my job. This is what I love. But that you
it might start off good. Who's this?
Yeah.
How do you know her?
Yeah.
I don't like the angle of that photo.
In the rain. All right, man. You know what? And for once, this is a guy.
We're bringing him out early on?
I want to bring him in early. I want to ask him.
Is he warm up?
I hope so. I mean,
give me warm.
All right, here we go. Let's see if he's up. All right.
I want Parkman.
Oh, man. Maybe not.
Yo.
Albert, how we living, my guy?
Oh, we good, baby.
I mean,
This guy sounds hungover. Were you out partying because your state is open? Because ours isn't.
Man.
Hey, every day is a party when the state's over.
Oh man,
Not over here.
This guy sounds happy. This guy sounds refreshed. This guy sounds like a new him. I mean, man.
Just driving around the city right now, just taking it in.
Man, driving around. How much is gas if you able to just drive around the city?
If you say
last time I got gas, it was $1, I think. 21, I believe.
21.
Yeah.
2 tacos over here cost more than that.
Yeah, it was like, I kid you not, it was less than $20 for a tank. It was like,
bruh, that's what $5 is gas money.
I'm moving over there.
For real.
I mean,
like somebody gives you $10 for gas, you're like, are you sure? Like,
we're gonna open up soon, right? You know what we get this Friday?
What's that?
Flower shops and bookstores.
Okay.
Koi salty.
Okay.
Nah,
No. Don't say okay,
salty.
okay,
Koi
like that.
super salty. Koi super
Hey, Chris, it's a good chance to bring back that episode about flowers for.
All right, Albert. This is my question to you, and I feel like you could answer it because you basically are like the medium. This guy is on a level playing field. He could see clearly. I feel like he got 20/20 or 20/15 if you're lucky. But anyways, let me ask you this, my guy. What do you think men want nowadays from a woman?
That's a good question. I think. Look, I think at the end of the day, I believe that a man wants a woman that's going to be supportive, be by his side. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, talk that. Go ahead.
At the same time, I believe nowadays, you kind of want a woman that's also kind of doing her own thing as well, just to keep that even, and it just reciprocates. I always go back to Neo because he had one of his albums. He said, and I'll never forget this, but he said he wants a girl that's gonna make it easy to take it easy. You know what I mean?
Make it easy to take it easy. Okay, hey, write that down, Corey. Go ahead. Man,
I wish I could take credit for that, but it's true. But it's true. Like that goes in the terms of like women that are like real clingy, nagging, if you want to use that word. I definitely don't advise any man to say nagging to your lady.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a trigger word. But they just want that. I guess it's kind of even. But then if you're going to be requesting that, you also have to meet your girl both ways for it to flow and want it to be no issue.
Some standards and guidelines, I guess you would say.
Yeah, you can't demand all these things and just take. You know what I mean? You gotta give a little as well. So
heard that.
But yeah, I think and it all falls back. I mean, this is we're just talking general, because every man is kind of different,
100%
in terms of their needs. But but yeah.
I mean, I just feel like, everybody's getting back to, getting out of quarantine season and, it's about to be a level playing field. So, I'm trying to give the women the heads up that men get. Well, that men try to get. So, I mean, like nowadays, I feel like, what is a guy looking for? Because I feel like looks nowadays are not at the top of the list.
Nah. I mean, it'll get you the interview. You know what I'm saying? It'll get you.
It'll get you a seat.
Yeah.
But
through the door.
Right. Exactly. Because I think possibly I think guys may be looking for more substance. Because we see so much of that on Instagram and all these other social sites. We see. The Instagram models and all that other stuff all the time. So when it comes to dating a girl, we don't if we wanted that, there's a place for that, right? We can go get that and see that. So I think, now of any time now, I think men are really looking for looks, but as well as some substance, right? Which you bring, you know, something to the table along with me. You know, and that's assuming, you know, the guy has everything together himself. But yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, you know, because I mean, it's like when you look at the girls and everything on Instagram and any other place you know you're at, like it is what it is at that point, right? You look and you like, you know, you may try to slide in, but you ain't looking at them girls and like, oh yeah, I need that.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna wife that. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being an IG model.
No,
they make their money and that's their hustle, that's their grind.
Yeah,
you know. But unfortunately, you know, there is that attraction that, you know, a specific type of guy, you know, look for that. That's why strip clubs exist and stuff like that, right?
Ain't no wrong with that. Ain't no wrong with that. Hey, right. You know, I feel like first of all, let's clear that up. I feel like strip clubs are a form of therapy. Take it as a grain of salt. Take it for what you want. But I feel like strip clubs are a form of therapy for men.
They can, and I'll even take it a step further. I think it's just a escape from a current reality. Like we all have our fights,
he hit a triple for us.
Well, think about it. You got a hot girl, half naked, fully naked, who's willing to listen to you and agree to everything you say. Come on now.
Right. And just talk to you, right? I mean, we all
cheaper than a real therapist, no?
Hell yeah.
It is. You know, hey, some people use video games to escape the reality. Some drink, some smoke in states that are legal or illegal, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what it is. I mean, if you want to, you know, if you can keep it as entertainment or as that state therapy, then that's what it is. But
yeah,
you know, there are guys that go in there and trying to find their next wife, girlfriend, whatever. You know, trying to, you know, go in there and take advantage of whatever situation they think they can do. You know, and so. Yeah. It takes it out of that element, you know, and it's an exchange because the woman's there to provide a service, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, whether it is making you feel like you're the man or appreciated or whatever it is that you're searching for, like she can be able to provide that, right? And it's an exchange, right? So yeah, I can see that being a form of therapy, you know, for those that go there for that, right? Not, you know, because always for me, like I go there to have fun, be with the homies, you know, and that's what it is. You know, I'm not going there to try to, you know, bring them back or, you know, trying to get like, and then there's nothing wrong with that if it happens to work out, you know, if there's like you know, the bartender, whatever they call them, that walk around like, or whatever it is, like, you know, if it happens, it happens, you know, but, just for me personally, my intent is just for entertainment, to have fun, to be with the homies, shoot shit, you know, or you know, if a woman happens to sit on my lap, we gonna chop it up, right? And that's what it is. That's what it'll be. But
well, hold on. Now you say guys aren't particularly putting looks up there as high as they used to. Now, do you think that's because of this era that we live in, more social media, or because obviously we're all about the same age, mid to late 30s? Do you think that our age has something to do with your answer?
Yeah, all the above. I agree with all of it. I think it does have to do with some of the time and the age, really. You know, because I mean, just like if anything, right now is a hard, like, cause our attention span is so short. You know what I'm saying? And it's tough because like we can easily be distracted or get bored of somebody. You know, if it's just solely on looks, right? Because if I want to go check out somebody I think is hot, like I have outlets, like instantly I can go look, whether it's a dating app or Instagram, whatever, like
Pornhub.
You know what I mean? So our Pornhub, like
come on, man.
Like I mean, like before you had to, like 10 years ago, you had to like pirate and download, and you had to be MacGyver to get the porn. You know what I'm saying? Like figure that shit out.
Wow. Now
it's like just at the palm of your hand, but you know, but so it's just our attention span is just real short. So I think like substance, if anything, right now is key to keep somebody's attention. Because if you got a woman that you know that you vibe with, and y'all, you know what I'm saying, like that's gonna trump all that, you know, in most cases. So yeah, I think it's both. I think it's that, and the age and the wisdom has a lot to do with it as well. Like
I believe
we all know that physical appearance,
Yeah.
fades, right?
Yeah.
Fortunately for men, we have I guess for a higher percentage luxury of possibly getting younger women than women getting younger men. So we always have that option, but at the same time, it's like, okay, well, you're in your mid to late 30s and you're trying to get a woman in her 20s, and there's those challenges, being in different places. But yeah, I think if anything, it's like it boils down to substance. I believe. I mean, I ain't been out in the day world in a minute, but
we know, but
just looking from the outside in, I guess, just listen to y'all and some of your guests that come on and talk about their challenges. So
yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. We gonna get out of here. I appreciate you, my guy, for tapping in real quick on Thursday. I'll holler at you after this in a little bit.
Later, Albert.
All right, Coy. All right, brother. I'll see you at the flower shop on Friday.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, yeah.
Look, oh man, he said he gonna see you at the flower shop, Coy. Come on, man. All right, another one. Let's go. This time, first time caller. No, second time. Maybe second time. Hopefully. Well, let's see if he picks up.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Man, since it's your second time on the show, you are being recorded. You're on the Men Don't Know podcast, man. What's up, Cole? Cole Dizzle. What are we up to, my guy?
Oh, bro, just spending 5 out of the last 6 weekends at the river.
Hey, I told Coy, no shit. I told Coy about where you're staying, and he said we need guys and beers day. At where you're at right now,
30 block.
Whoa, slow down, Coy.
Is that what they call him? 30 block.
Do not listen to him. Coy's been on one for a minute, but he definitely said he was like we got to be there. All right, man. I called you because I wanted to ask you, since you do yoga and a bunch of men and women, and you are around a variety of age groups, I feel like you were the best to call and ask.
All right.
So my question is, what do you think men want nowadays in a woman?
What do men want?
Yeah. What do men want? Not do what women.
It's easy. We want to be fed, and we want to be fucked, and we want it by our best friend.
Shit! Somebody get this guy an Emmy. Somebody get this guy something. Okay, so let me ask you this, and because you said it, I'm super curious. What do you mean by our best friend?
So, I mean, it should be somebody that we can tie up in the bedroom, spank and pull her hair, and then take on a weekend getaway to either lounge, chill, go do something active, go do something crazy, jump out of an airplane, go ride.
Yes,
those are
keep
all
talking.
best friendable things.
All of it. She should a best friend, someone that she'd just be like, man, that's not really what I'm into, but I'm willing to try it. And then by the end of the day, she's like, holy shit, I'm hooked. I love it.
Damn.
That's another new experience for me.
Damn. Okay, so my question nowadays too, for our last caller Albert said, I think what men are looking for a woman, and it wasn't his quote, it was a quote from Neo. It's a woman that makes it easy for us to take it easy, as he would put it.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, 100%.
Really?
I agree. Yeah, I mean, that's something you're super comfortable around your best friend. That should be your lady too, right? So
yeah,
she's making it easy on you. So she's feeding you, she's chilling with you, she's exercising with you, she's fucking you. I mean, all those things on the regular. I mean, what else do you really need? You're not looking for anything else.
Looking? I might not even leave the house. Like, if it's like that.
You got nothing else to do. Everything's dialed.
That's a good quarantine.
Yeah,
that's a good quarantine.
I guess for me, mine is trust and understanding. Coy, what was yours?
Trust, loyalty.
Yeah, trust, loyalty. Yeah. I mean, for us, and let me ask you this: is looks high on the list nowadays? Like in men, in not in for you, but like, do you feel like in men in general, do you feel like looks for them are high? Like
for the woman, like for the woman looking at the man?
No. For the man looking at the woman, like basically, like my woman gotta look like Beyonce, like my woman.
Or is it not as important?
Man, I don't know. For the guys that have had multiple relationships, multiple long-term relationships, and have dealt with everything issues that girls think, the ones that think they're 10s and 9s. The bullshit that they,
first of all, there is no 10. First of all, let me go ahead and let's clear that air right now.
Right. There is no 10.
There is no 10. Coy, put that down, man. Come on, bro. There is. This guy's crazy today. There is no 10.
I agree with you on that. Never handed one out.
There you go. As you shouldn't. You shouldn't even have that accessibility to a 10. But anyways, go ahead.
It's important, right? Looks are always important because that's attraction. But that's only a small part of it. That you should be attracted to her. That's part of the look, and then the rest of it come into play. So, I don't think as important as it was when we were, kids.
Age has something to do with it.
Where you're just banging,
Yeah. Do you feel age has something to do with it?
I think age and experience, more than age is experience, right? So maybe it just comes sooner than others because some people don't get that experience until their 40s or 50s. I feel like they're still doing the same thing in 40s or 50s, and then not until those ages are they finally like, man, these chicks are crazy. They're bitches. they're nuts. I can't handle it. And it took them 30 years to figure it out. Some of us figure it out earlier.
That's right.
Damn, this guy. I'm glad my cup was empty. This guy is onto something, Coy.
Better late than never.
Hey, but never late is better.
Mm-hmm.
That was not my words. That was Drake. So give it to him. Okay, so let me ask you this. A last question for you. What do you feel women? What do you think women get misconstrued, or like they misunderstand what we're trying to say to what we want?
Because they're really not listening. I think it's just ingrained in their head. They hear what we're saying. They don't believe it, or they just aren't listening. They got stuck in their own head of what they want, what they think we're looking for.
So wait, it's possible that girls don't listen to? It's not just a guy.
Amen, bro. Amen.
Coy, come on, bro. Hey, bro. Wrong podcast, Coy. Wrong podcast, bro. Me. Okay, you really think that, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think they think we want one thing, but like, man, we want something totally different? All you had to do was these three things, and I'm cool.
Yep. I think sometimes that can definitely be the case. They're just not paying attention. It's not what they want. It's not what they imagine. They imagine something else. They heard something else from their girlfriend.
Hey, that Disney experience, bro. I told you.
Aren't guys a little more straightforward than girls as far as what they want?
I feel like it. Hey, bro, we are not. I don't feel like. Are you a reality junkie? Like a reality TV junkie? Like,
nope, not at all.
See, and I feel like, and this is
once again in his head.
Once again, this is another podcast, but I feel like reality TV sometimes gives a woman a false sense of what men want.
Yep, 100% believe with that too. The more reality shit you watch, the faker it gets.
That is a good topic.
Yeah.
That is a good topic.
Yeah, I told you, like, we're going to put that one in the clip. We're not going to let that one off right now. Sure. But all right, man, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you, my guy. I'm going to hit you up because we know your take on the whole situation right now. And Coy is mad that he has not been invited to play pool at night. And I told him about the spacious livings of your living. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to use my words carefully. But he was he was like, why are we even here right now? And I was like, well, let me let me get with him and we'll figure it out. But yeah, definitely let's try.
Next game night, when you roll through, bring him with you.
Okay. You know what? Since you're off early day, maybe we can do like a midday thing since, the backyard and the whole setup is crazy.
It's like 85 outside right now. I'm about to go jump in the pool, kick it for a bit.
Damn, see.
You got a pool? Okay.
All right, man. I appreciate you, my guy. I'm going to let you go.
I do.
All right, man. Thank you, my guy.
Be quiet.
Oh, man.
He's a little bit more simple,
I think all guys, like I mean, But we don't need too much. Like you said, like he hit it on the head. A best friend, someone to feed me, fuck me, and be my best friend. That's it. All right, let's get a girl. We went 2 guys. Let's go.
Only
two
be
girls.
fair.
Exactly. I'm an equal opportunist. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Hello.
So.
Miss Cakes, how are we doing today?
What it do? I'm amazing.
I thought you was gonna hit us with the what it do, baby. Oh man. Okay, so Miss Cakes, we've been talking and we've got the opinion of 2 guys, but now I told my boy Coy. Coy, say what's up to Miss Cakes.
What's up, Miss Cakes?
What's up?
I told Coy we were gonna find out and ask a woman what she thinks a man wants nowadays in a woman.
What a man wants in a woman nowadays. Let's see here. I think there's 2 types, obviously. There's the givers and the takers, right? It goes both ways.
Facts.
But I think what a real man wants is he wants to feel like he's contributing to benefiting a woman's life.
Mm.
You know, there's a difference in contributing or feeling like, I need you. There's a big difference.
Ooh, wanted but still contributing. Okay, I like that. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like needed, but wanted.
Okay. I didn't. Damn.
I think he wants. No one wants. I don't think he wants to be part of the pettiness.
Ooh,
right?
No petty Betty.
So it's like you can come home and you can complain about something, but you can't keep nagging about the same thing.
Right.
Because things happen, shit happens, right? And you need to be able to release some steam, but you can't come home the same day the saga continues like a novella. Well, you won't believe what happened with the same person today. Like, well, why are you? You know, like at the end of the day, I feel he's generally respecting the woman. Why are you putting yourself in that same position? Keep having that, that crap go down on you. So I think he wants to feel.
He wants to what?
He doesn't. He just wants to contribute.
God, I don't know what I don't know what he wants.
So let me ask you this.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
From a woman, do you think looks are high on his list nowadays?
Do I think looks are high on his list?
Yeah. Do you think looks are high on a man's list?
I think as a man gets older, well, I don't know. That's a trick question.
No, go ahead.
When he gets older, it's more like other things get important, right?
Tell me
credit
what?
and that kind of shit.
Hey, go ahead. Talk that. Let us know.
When he's young, he's like, she's fine because that's it. But I think after you have been through and you ran through all these girls, not that, he wants some bottom of the barrel girl, but I don't think looks become as important as what does she do? What are her goals? And how much drama is she bringing to me? Is she contributing to the relationship, or is it just a one-sided where, a girl thinks, I'm dating this guy and means I don't have to pay for dinner ever again. And we only fuck when I want to. No, it's, sometimes you just got to give your man some head and not want anything in return.
I don't know. Once again, I don't know how many women out there are like that. But let me ask you another question. One of our callers said that he wants a best friend, and that's from a man. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Why so?
I believe that. When it comes to someone long term, you live with this person. You're gonna eventually move in with them, right?
Yep.
Quarantine with this.
You guys have to be friends.
Mm.
You have to be able to talk about when you date somebody on and off.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, it's like small talk, but it's not like I'm talking to, like, I don't want to say a sibling, but where you could just be real and I'm not being judged. I can just put it out there, whatever it is. Like when you're family, you can put that shit out there. It might be ugly, but you're not going to get judged about it. It might be right or wrong, good or bad.
Comes from.
And that's where you get like, that's my friend. I can just be honest with whatever it is, and it can be reciprocated. When it's your friend, you can talk shit to them, not behind them, like to their face, like, hey, that ain't right, or, you know, get your shit right, or whatever. And it's not your friend.
Disrespectful.
No, it's just me keeping it real with you, but also when, you know, I'm going to also build you up.
And you can
I think if it's your best friend, that's when it comes into it becomes more like a soulmate.
Oh, a soulmate. Okay. Now let me
hear.
Soulmate's a strong word.
Yeah, that's a little. I don't even.
There's a lot of people that are married and they're not friends with their spouse. You know, it's just working, or they're not actual friends.
So, wait a minute. So you're saying you feel like there's a lot of spouses out there that are married, but they're married out of position, convenience, lifestyle,
feeling like they have to do it.
Yeah. Versus.
Or even it's like, that it works, not that they can come home and really like say their secrets.
Oh.
You know.
It's like.
And it could be one of them is going to start nagging or judging them because they don't see, like, it's like, that's something I talk to my friends about. No. Like, if you're in a relationship where it's a healthy relationship and it's committed, you know, you can walk by and be like, damn, that girl's got a big girl, right? And, like, if anything, she might point it out before you do. And it's a high five, and there's no judging because there's the trust. You guys are friends. There's no, you know, you can't tell somebody everything.
How rare is that, though?
Damn.
How many % of couples out there are like that, do you think?
I think it's less than half. Honestly.
Less than half? I think that's a good number.
Yeah. No,
that's a right 100%.
Number. Yeah, man.
I think it's around there, but it's below.
Why is that?
Insecurities, pettiness, trust issues.
Go ahead.
Maybe somebody did fuck up and leave them. And if you're not going to leave them, you got to forgive them. You know, people get stuck where I'm not going to leave them, but I ain't going to let it go either, right?
Want their cake and eat it too, huh?
Damn.
Yeah, so the relationship's at that standpoint where it's not going to grow. Okay, yeah, you guys are still together, but it's not going to get any better.
Right.
And if anything, you know, the person nagging on the other person or not letting it go is just going to make that person probably do it again or like just resent that person.
Yeah, 100%.
You can't have that forgive me. What's up with that?
We seen plenty of that going on. But I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you letting me, you know, call you for a little bit. I will text you in a bit. I do have a bunch of stuff for you. So we got to figure that out where I can get it to you and whatnot. A bunch of merch. So I will hit you up after this, okay?
All right. You guys have fun. Enjoy.
All right. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Let's go.
Less than half the relationships are not at full potential.
Man, well, cheers on that. Let's not. Yeah.
Less than half.
All right. Let's call Ray.
I want to be full potential.
Right.
So I got less than half a chance to meet her.
Hello.
You see, I know. I love when Red, you know, like Red, you know what? She's either gonna pick up your call or hit the do not disturb button. It's a 50-50 with her. Red, how we doing?
I'm good. Just finished some yoga.
Oh, see, I told you, man. Okay. Second of all, how is the vegan raw food diet going for you?
All right, so I cheated a tiny bit yesterday, but it was day 6, and I cheated with vegan food, and it was still mostly raw. But I did have a single michelada. It was Cinco de Mayo.
Right? I mean, yeah.
Totally understandable.
Totally.
It still had vegetable juice in it.
Boom.
It was just
Thank
one
you.
michelada.
Oh yeah. Hey, Corey wants to let you know he approved. Come on, Corey.
Was it a homemade one, or you bought that can?
So we didn't buy the can. We had a little bit of a girls' day for our first time during quarantine.
Ain't nothing wrong
there were
with that.
6 of us.
Oh,
We kept under 10.
okay. Who hold
on.
Okay.
Did you get an invite, Chris?
Nah.
I didn't
No
get
invite, Coy. No. She said
It was
girls'
girls
day.
only, guys.
Yeah, girls only.
Anyways, we thank you for your call. We appreciate
I told you, Coy is back on his shit again. Okay, so real talk. I called to ask you a question, but now I'm a little wondering. Like, damn, girls say who was there? You see how women could throw a man off? Do you see how women do that too? I feel like it's their diabolicalness that throws a man off.
Six girls, Cinco de Mayo.
Our diabolicalness. It's our magic.
Yeah, 100%. You were like 6 girls. Now I'm like, okay, wait. Do I know anybody that was there? Who was there? You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that off here. We're not even going to do that here right now. Okay, so question at hand today.
Okay.
What do you think women think that men want, like in a woman?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that's going to depend. I think all my answers to your questions are it's going to depend.
Yeah, no, but it really does because every man is different. So I'll give you that.
Give us the depend.
Right. So I would say the depend is this is about specifically what a woman thinks a man wants.
Yes.
I think it's going to depend on what the woman has to offer.
Ooh, go ahead now. Go
kind of stuck up for the guy.
Yeah.
Because I hear in a lot of, mostly this is mock arguments, you know what I mean, or skits that you see on Instagram or even movies.
Right.
But I hear a lot of, I have great pussy.
You have great what?
Pussy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the cookie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, nah.
Like, I hear a lot of like women talking about that as if that's something that's enough to keep a man or to keep anyone, for that matter. Like, I
enough to keep him busy.
I sound like a tire with a hole in it.
For how long?
Right.
Let's be real.
A week? A week?
Right, exactly. And how much time out of that week? Once again, let's be real. So, I think that definitely boils down to what the woman has to offer, because I never thought that sex was that big of a factor. When people ask me how big of a factor it is for my relationship, it's on the lower end of things. Now, I don't want it to be awful,
right?
Of course. Right. But, I spend 24 hours a day with this, with this person in a relationship in my life, and maybe 30 minutes having sex a day?
Ooh, facts.
So
Damn. Why she sound like she got a whiteboard out with a marker? she
can't even do the math. That's like less than 5% of your day.
Right. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it with my glasses off, looking like fuzzy math right now. But anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I think it has to do with what the woman has to offer, and I think that if the woman has a lot to offer, I think she considers that.
So there's parameters. What she has to offer gives her the right to request what she wants in a man.
Right. Yeah. And I think it really just boils down to that.
Okay, I have another. So let me ask you this. So I'm going to tell you what the first two guys said. Guy number one, Albert said, Neo said it best. A guy wants a girl to make it easy so he could take it easy. Then, my boy Code Dizzle, you met him, taller.
He's got abs and a tattoo.
Oh yeah. Born ready on his stomach. Yeah. That one time when we was at the spot and it got crazy.
Restaurant.
No.
Yeah. Not important.
Yeah, you were there. Everybody was here.
Okay,
anyways, he said he wants a best friend. A man wants a best friend, not only to feed him and have sex with him, but he also wants a best friend because in that relationship they can do everything together and laugh and joke and harp, and the humor can be witty and it can be vulgar, but at the end of the day, they're both laughing together.
Okay, I like number 2 better than I like number 1 because I'm not really sure what number 1 means. Take it easy. How? Like financially?
No.
Or do you want some woman to be your cheerleader?
No stress.
Or...
Just no stress. I think that's a big thing for guys.
That could be combined for number 2 too, right? If she's a best friend, you shouldn't have stress.
Yeah, there's no stress in a best friend.
I mean, there's a little stress.
How?
When you go through life with anybody, there's going to be a little stress. I mean, you have to tackle obstacles together. But I mean, I guess I understand.
Limited
they
stress.
mean like
Limited
somebody
stress.
that's not being dramatic, somebody that you're in tune with.
There you
understand.
go. There you go. There you go. See, I don't call that stress. I don't call that stress. I call that. Yeah, I call that us trying to figure out a problem together. Because if we can figure out the problem together, the stress disappears. It was just a problem that arose that we needed to, like a bomb that came up and we diffused it because we put our heads together and figured out another way around it.
Okay. Then I truly think that most women that are emotionally evolved and have something to offer in their life besides their crotch, I think that's what they think that men want. I think we know that men want companionship and to be understood just as much as we want to be understood.
Go ahead.
Now, the problem is getting our egos out of the way to be understood and to open yourself up enough to you know what I mean? Like someone else so that experience can actually occur.
Yeah. Listen to understand, not to reply.
Yes, that's a great quote. I love that quote.
Yeah. No, it's 100% true. Definitely 100% true. I feel like nowadays we don't sit back and listen to what someone is saying. And we're just like, oh, well, no, just listen and understand that this is what I want. And
I think that's from there. A certain type of person for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
What about our last caller who said,
oh, yeah,
if you're with your best friend, AKA, quote unquote, your soulmate, how many relationships do you think out there they are with their soulmate?
Ooh.
That you think, if you had to put a number in it? How many percentage?
We're going to go out of 100%. How many are?
Well, there's only 100%.
Yeah. You see what I'm talking about? Koi's on his shit game today.
What do you think, Red?
So I'm thinking it's something low because unfortunately I think
there you go.
Yeah, I mean I'm thinking like 10, maybe even lower.
That's strong. So what do you think happened with the 90% then?
Ego. Superficial ego and just
what about settling?
Loneliness. Comfortability,
yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
That's not a good number for our listeners to hear that.
Less than 10%.
You are 90% not to meet your soulmate.
Well, no, I mean you got to realize, quarantine season has taught people a lot about themselves and about who they're with too.
It has.
So
I hope so.
Go ahead.
Definitely has. Also, I hate to be this person, but
I'd love for you to be this person. Go ahead. I'd love for you to be this person.
I saw this ridiculous reality show called Love is Blind.
I told you, Koi, me and Koi, I'm sorry to cut you off again. Me and Koi talk about how like women are becoming more and more reality junkies. Now it could be for the good and it could be for the bad, but go ahead and explain.
All right. So I'm not usually, however, my girlfriends and I decided to collectively watch this to have something to chat about during quarantine. We can't meet up with each other and stuff. So it helps to have a similar shared experience to chat about.
Hell yeah, group text is popping.
Right. So we chose that show because somebody else had already watched it and said it was good. And I took so much away from that show, not because it was all that great, but because the concept that if you drop the physical appearances, if you drop how false maybe we can be at times, or how the majority of people can be when it has to do with like being in front of someone, when it's got to do with when you're wondering how your hair looks, or if they're laughing at your, you know what I mean, the way you chew your food, or whatever the fuck it may be. And if you get all of that out the way, all of the superficial stuff, and just get down to knowing who the person is, how deeply you can connect
Like, a lot of the people on the show were saying that they hadn't connected this deeply in 10 days, in the 10-day experiment.
Wow.
That then they had with dates on people in years, because people are too caught up in the superficial.
Yeah, no.
So wait, how do they set up the show though? Are they, you can't see the other person, or?
Correct. They're in pods, and you basically go on dates with, multiple people, and then you narrow it down to the people you want, and it's just through a wall. Like, it's through like a confessional wall. So they provide you with wine, and they provide you with a notepad, and they let you just ask each other questions without ever seeing each other.
Is there a hole in the wall?
Wow.
There is no hole.
I'm talking about fucking Coy. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you nasty.
I told you Coy's on this shit today, bro. I told you.
That's the part that's not supposed to matter.
Okay, you're right.
Jeez.
So yeah, at the end of the experiment, like, you could see how baffled people were, and what they took away from it was really how much weight they put on the physical appearance of the person they were meeting. Wow. Coming to the dates that they were going on with all sorts of preconceived stereotypes about the person they were about to go on a date with, because of the visual picture that this person brought to the table.
Yeah.
What's the age range? Curious of the contestants on the show.
So like 25 to 35.
Ooh, okay. That's
nice
a good.
That's a good number. Nice little ballpark. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was actually really good. I think the end was a little more forced for a lot of the people, but the beginning was really worth watching. Right. I mean, for anyone.
Okay, I like that. All right, hey, do me a favor real quick.
Okay.
You have Venmo?
Yeah.
Okay, send me your Venmo. I'm gonna buy you a bottle of wine because I know you're going through raw food.
You're amazing.
I'm
Wait,
gonna buy you a
not
bottle.
off my thing yet.
I know, but I'm just gonna send it to you right now, so that way you can buy it and you could just hold it. You only have 7 more days left, and that way you'll be,
You're the shit. Okay.
No, I got you. Send it to me right now, and I'm gonna do it right now. Seriously, no
all
bullshit.
Right. Deal.
All right.
Got you.
All right, appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Thanks. Bye bye.
You know what? Let's call my sister. Where is she at? All right, here we go. Nah, man, I gotta buy everybody something sometimes. Come on, bro. She's always been holding me down. I love buying people wine.
Hey.
I bought my sister a bottle of champagne this past weekend. Yeah. I don't know if she drank it, but Hey, my bad. Hey, we on the podcast. I'm with Coy.
Hey.
Over here.
Hey, Coy.
First of all, Coy's acting up today, so I just want to give you the heads
just
up. The furlough.
Acting normal.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you what he says in the last 3 callers. But anyway, we are talking about what men want. So my question to you is, with your girls, and I'm pretty sure y'all been talking, and I know you're a reality junkie, what do you as a woman think that other women think that men want?
I think, well, I could speak for myself and probably a few of my friends. I think men definitely want a partner, someone that they can go to with their problems and not be judged.
A best friend?
Yeah, they want a best friend.
Okay.
A guy say that and a girl say that.
Yeah, a guy say that and a girl say that.
Gotta be true.
Yeah, and I think I think men also want just someone that they can definitely have fun with, but also kind of be like, they will keep each other in line. As in, when they feel like they're going out of the line, the girlfriend or wife or significant other will bring them back in place, and vice versa. And then I definitely think men want, like intimacy. I definitely think that's for both. I feel as though men and women need intimacy. When it's not there, or when it starts to lack, there comes to some insecurity within both of them.
Let me ask you this. Do you think looks are high on a man's list nowadays?
I do feel like looks are high on a man's list. I do.
Really?
Yeah, I really do. I mean, when you look at like Instagram and all this stuff, or maybe it just might be in California, I'm not quite sure, but it's like all these women, and I'm not knocking them, who have, who've gotten some adjustments they've gotten some adjustments, but of course, you know, they're more liked. I don't feel like those adjustments are realistic to, you know, what, I don't even want to say regular, or to just how women look. But I do think I think it's really important. So, I think looks are really important. I don't think a guy's like, oh, I just fell in love with your heart. I don't think
the looks is initial, right? Like you got to have that initial attraction. Yes.
Yes, you do have to have the initial attraction. So it's really like, you know, it's all about what that other person's looking for, because we might not think that person may be attractive, but they're just not attracted to us. It doesn't mean that they're not attracted to their partner or anybody else. You know?
Okay.
Perspective.
I like that. Now, do you think a man wants a best friend?
I definitely think a man wants a best friend. But I also think that he also wants to be able to have his friends as well.
Different times.
Okay.
Different times.
Pretty good.
Okay. All right.
Different versions of best friends.
Yeah, no,
one
100%.
you can fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. God. Corey, yeah, we got that. Okay, let me ask you this. A lot of last two women have said that the number of the percentage of women that are married or
in a relationship
with their soulmate is very low. What percentage would you give it?
That, like who out there is really with
their soulmate,
quote unquote soulmate, if that even exists?
Yeah,
like out of 100. Out of 100,
I would say maybe 30.
See, nothing over 50.
Yeah, no.
They said
I think
less
there's
than
a
50.
lot of settling.
Settling, comfortable, and that's just the way it goes, right?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I thought about this before. Your soulmate could be someone you're happily married with, right? It's going good, everything's good, but you might have somebody on this planet that's more compatible with you, but you'll never meet them in your life. They might be halfway across the world. So the number might be low, but it's not like terrible, you know?
Yeah.
It just, you weren't meant to meet that person maybe.
Yeah, or because you're in the relationship that you're in, the person's not able to meet you because at this time you're not looking. You've settled. A lot of people feel as though in their 20s, like you have to, you know, be successful, get married and have kids. But I can honestly say, like, my stance or my vision, how my 20s was and my 30s have completely changed. I would have been like a Zsa Zsa Gabor. I would have been married at least 5 or 6 times. And that's okay. But I know.
Wow.
Yeah. If I had just like married every single boyfriend I was with or whomever proposed to me, and that's just it. Like if you don't have a partner that grows with you, you either stay stagnant and you stay within the relationship because you're comfortable. Or you move on, and it's hard to move on because of the unknown, but I think it's also exciting because you know exactly what you want, and now it's just time to meet that person. I'm not going to say that everybody fits everyone's checkbox, but I definitely feel like there's a couple of thousand for one person because there's so many people in this universe.
I like that. All right, that's all I have for you. I appreciate you. That's all I wanted to know.
All right.
I'll text you later.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
You're welcome. Bye.
So we got a less than 50, then a 30. No,
yeah.
wait.
10. A 10 or less than 10.
I've always thought about that.
Really?
You can be with somebody going good, but there might be someone who's even better match for you. God might be the only one that knows about it, though. You'll never meet that person. It might be halfway across the world. But
true. All right. Well, let's go. Let's end on a guy's note. Let's end on a guy's note.
End on a guy.
Yeah. What do you call it? First time? Let's do that. First time. Let's see if it picks up. Oh,
no, this is second time.
Second time? Oh, is it ring? Oh, there it is. Second time. Interesting. That was first time.
Lovers and friends.
No, we do not need you to sing. Maybe we will.
Way far in the back, then we both make up.
I don't need you to sing, Coy.
Hello? Hello?
A-Town Down, what we doing, my guy? This is Chris, Men Don't Know Podcast. I'm here with your boy, Coy. Coy, say what's up to A.
What's up, A?
How you doing?
Not much, right. A-Town. Let me ask you this, my guy. You got time for a question, first of all, before I even rudely interrupt whatever you got going on quarantine season?
I always got time for a question from you guys.
Oh, this guy.
AKA, he ain't doing shit right now. AKA, you are not doing shit right now.
Hey, do I need to hide from my wife when I answer?
Oh.
That depends what your answer is.
Okay. So this is what it is.
You can even put her on.
Yeah, touche. Y'all could be side by side together.
I'll have her. Let me ask her if she wants to talk.
Okay.
Just put it on speaker.
Just put it on speaker. Because I feel like
it's a fun thing.
It's a fun question. I feel like once she hears it, she's gonna answer it.
So the question is, how many girls have you dated? No. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
I'm just kidding.
We're not doing that.
That is not the question.
Yeah, we definitely
That's
not doing
the
that.
Question.
Okay, the question is, nowadays, since both of you guys are married and happy, and you guys both have friends that are single and that are trying to figure it out and trying to get through this world, the question is, what do men want? A-Town, your answer is you're supposed to answer to what do you think men nowadays want from a woman, and your wife needs to let us know what she thinks men want from women.
I'll let her go first.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think we want from a woman?
From a man. Okay, so
No, yeah. What do you think as a woman? What do you think other women think men want?
I think just stability, honesty, someone that when they say they're going to do something, they do it. That's the biggest or most important factor that really won me over AJ. After dating a lot of flakes and a lot of people that don't follow through, I met him. And he's never, to this day, he's never let me down. So I think made him a great candidate. I fell in love with him. I married him.
Candidate. Damn.
Is that presidency?
How many did you have? How many were you trying out at the time?
Yeah, I mean, on the podium and I said my speech right there.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? He stepped up to the plate, boy, knocked it out. Okay, AJ, what do you think men want from a woman nowadays? Because we've heard. Let me tell you. Let me give you a little help. Because because as men we don't know shit. So let me give you a little help just in case. Our other men callers have said that men want a woman to make it easy so they can take it easy. They also want a best friend. Now I'm gonna let you speak.
Okay, So first, I'd agree with those two things. I think that's super important. I think you have to have somebody you can communicate with and understand each other's communication styles.
Yeah.
I think that's super important and something that I know that I look for as a guy.
Yeah.
Because that's super important because I communicate a lot and I communicate, I think, pretty effectively. So that's super important. I think you always want somebody that, kind of what Jackie said, on the same side as a guy, you want somebody you can count on. I think it's
Go ahead now. Count on
reliability.
It's super annoying to be when back when I was single and you're like, hey, we're going out this weekend, and then plans change on Friday before the Saturday night and stuff like that. Yeah. And it's you want somebody that if you say we're going to do something, we're going to do something. Yeah. So you want that kind of reliability, and then you always want to freak in the sheets.
Go ahead now, boy. Hey, Coy, put that down. Come on, Coy.
What'd you say? Say it louder.
Freak in the sheets.
Pretty good.
Okay. Last question for you guys. And AJ, I want you to answer first before the wife.
Okay.
Nowadays, and this question had gotten brought up to us while we were on the podcast, literally just now. Out of 100, how many couples do you think that are together in a relationship are soulmates? Or are they in the relationship because it's easy, it's comfortable, it's how we say, there's no, it's just
settling.
Yeah, I'm settling.
Like how many % do you think this is the one I was supposed to be with?
Yeah, this is my soulmate.
Here. I think it depends on how old they are when they get married. Because I think what your soulmate is changes.
Ooh.
I think like when you get to certain ages, like what you look for and expect from your partner change drastically. And so like, you both grow up and like become the people that you're going to be. So like, I think like if you were to ask me this at 20, it would be a very different answer than what it is now.
Oh, hell yeah.
So like for me, I like if you were to ask me how many people are together because they're just comfortable,
yes,
I think we're going to find out a lot about that while this pandemic is going on because
buddy.
I actually enjoy her being home while I'm at home working, and she's here. Where I know that there's people that I talk to where they're like, man,
sounding a little shaky, baby.
I wish I had a room to go to by myself, like for a couple of days. So I mean, it's probably 50-50 because I think that there's always going to be people that are just together because they've been together and like this is what it is, and like I don't want to date anymore, so I'll just be content with what I got. And I think that there's people where you grow and become soulmates. So
be content.
I feel like 50 is kind of high. Let me hear Wifey's answer. And Wifey, you are not allowed to say what AJ just said.
Yeah. Okay. My answer to that, I think, previous to meeting AJ, I did not believe in soulmates. I'm older. I'm an older lady.
Hey,
so I had dated quite a bit, and I had never been in love. So in my 40s, to find someone that I fall in love with, and I feel that he compliments me, and we have such an easy relationship, I think it's very rare to find a soulmate. I had been in the past in relationships where I was just comfortable and never really thought about the future. When I met him, I thought about the future. I thought about marriage, everything that comes along with being serious and thinking of someone as your soulmate. So I feel it's very rare. And I think it's a wonderful thing when it does come around.
Okay, so now out of 100, how many people do you think are really with their soulmates out of 100 people?
Half soulmate, I would say maybe 2%.
2%? Two people?
Hey, no! Don't try to change. Cool. Don't try to change her answer.
I'm just trying to see what she's
do
really
not try to
saying
change her answer. Let her roll with that. No, I agree with you. No, I'm rocking right beside you on this one. I'm rocking right beside you.
I'm keeping it real because we date lots of people in our lives, and how many people do we truly feel are our soulmates or even come close to it? It's very, very little. It's tiny number.
Go ahead. Tell it like it is, please.
Okay. So, I mean, it's also frightening when you meet people and they start throwing the I love you word, you're my soulmate, because I feel it's very rare and it doesn't come around as often as some people may feel they find it.
Go ahead.
So, in my opinion, it's a very small number.
Yes.
2.
Hey, I'm with you. Don't let nobody steer you wrong on that, because I feel like people don't wait long enough to find their soulmate.
And don't worry, the numbers have been low. Whenever we ask somebody, the numbers have been low.
Whenever we've asked a woman, some women say less than 10%. So
yeah, definitely, I agree. I mean, it was almost for me to be in my 40s and to tell AJ, I don't think I've ever been in love.
Yeah.
It was kind of strange because a lot of people are not very honest with their feelings. They feel they have to tell people they love them in order to be in a relationship or to be a mature individual. But I think love comes when it's the right time.
I like that. Damn it.
That's a good answer.
Hell
Your soulmate changes with time.
Hey, you two I like you two. I'm not even lying. Okay.
So basically what she's saying is the 2 is her and AJ.
Hey, boom. Hey, I'm not mad at that. Hey, bro, play the cards that are dealt. All right, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. I can't thank y'all enough for hopping on the show real quick. Right. I'm going to let y'all get back to work.
Anytime.
Call anytime.
Oh,
Have a
man.
wonderful day.
You guys too, man.
Hey, guys,
thank you so much. All right, bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Some experienced answers.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I'm not mad at that. He said it has to evolve.
I think I'd be worried if someone was like, oh, 85% of relationships are soulmates. Like, whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, honey, shoot from the hip, are we? Didn't want to like aim downhill, huh?
Definitely not.
All right, man, we gonna get out of here. We wait, we 30 for Thursday times too, but I can't thank everybody else for coming on. I can't thank everybody else for championing this podcast on. Once again, like I said, go ahead, download the app, Men Don't Know Podcast. If you listen on Google, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube. If you're just listening through the site, mendontknow.com, I can't thank y'all enough. Keep sending in the answers. Keep sending in the requests. If you want me to send you some merch, please feel free on Instagram at mendontknow, Twitter at mendontknow1. And shoot, if you just want to send me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com. All right, Coy, it's Thursday, man. We out.
Later.
Who were you fucking last night? Like, that's how it was. Like, so in her mind, it wasn't even about the gambling. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't even about the gambling.
I was hella insecure.
Really? Cave in? No.
Oh, yeah, because we're always going to allow you to be the man, definitely in public and in private, but we're going to have these conversations in private. It's not for anybody else to know.
There's always a way to test somebody if you want to find out who they really are.
You are now listening to the Men Don't Know podcast.